a touch of crack. Come, let's dance to the reggae rock.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is just a little update on my Ram 2500. If you've seen some of my other videos, I mentioned in there that she's not that pretty, but we're gonna fix her up and work on her. So she will be a little prettier. The rundown on the truck, there was just a bunch of rock chips on the whole lower panels, you know, where rock chips usually are. The truck, I think, was repainted, the lower panel, because it was so chipped prior to me buying it, and then it got all chipped up again because there's like a silver section on this truck that you can kind of see it's not stock, because I can kind of feel the layer here, and I can actually kind of pull some of it away and see the white paint behind it. But yeah, we're just doing a little bit of body work. I'm not a body work professional. I'm not trying to say I'm a body work professional. I'm just a young guy, a contractor, just looking to make his work truck look a little better, a little more presentable to customers, and just, you know, just a little nicer. So it looks good for me, it looks good for my company. So I went to a little different spot to give you an example, but I went ahead and I spot touched all the bad spots that had a little bit of rust with Osphol. Then I let that dry for 24 hours and cure, gave it a small sand, and then I rinsed it off. Then I let it dry, and then I went ahead and I put over the body filler. Definitely don't just fill over. So let's say that, like this right here, this had a little bit of rust. This part doesn't, but because it's still like the primer under there. But let's say it wasn't, and it was the metal and it had rust. I would just dab a little bit there of the Osphol with a really small paintbrush. Boop. Let it go, like I said, 24 hours, and then come, give it a little quick sand, get the edges kind of feathered out, and then just wipe a small amount of the glazing putty in it. Let that dry, and that's the point we're at right now with letting it dry. It is dried, I can sand it right now, but I'm gonna fill some more stuff and then sand the whole way down at once. So that's the plan. So yeah, like I said, not a bodywork guy. This is the first time I'm doing it. I'm just giving you guys a little rundown on my process of keeping the rust at bay and everything. So yeah, pretty much the same process I did with the undercoating, but on the body, and a little less, I guess, heavy strength. Don't need to rub it too hard with the 120. Just take off the surface, and like I said, go from there with 400 or 600. So I've sanded down what I put on to fill up the little, what do you call them, rock chips. So filled those all in with the glazing and spot putty, and I sanded it down just at 120 just to get the major stuff down. Then I'm gonna go over with 400 and then 600 probably, or maybe just 600, but I think nice one round with 400 and then 600. So I just did a little more sanding. As you saw in the last video, this was all kind of covered, and now you can kind of see all the little rock chips that were in this paint. Like I said, this is my first time doing body work. I'm just trying to do it as nice as possible and just kind of follow what I've watched on YouTube and from other friends of mine that do body work and stuff. Just kind of take their techniques and what they've said to me and just apply it. So yeah, as you can see, all the spots are the low spots now. And they're not really the low spots. Those are just the spots with nicks and stuff. And I gotta go back over those kind of light areas so it looks more like the back, where you can kind of see the actual nicks, and kind of take that other kind of, what do you call it? Take these other cloudy areas down a little bit. They might actually be low spots, but I don't know for sure. So I'm just gonna do a little more sanding with 1 round of 400 dry, and then 1 round of 600 dry, and then a round of 600 wet. And we'll just see how that looks. Sorry, that was a little bit of a quick. So we can take a look up in the front here. So yeah, you can see them all now. There's some rust on the bottom there. We'll get that asphalt, but I slowly but surely want to get this done, and I want to get it done in the next month. The plan is to paint this, match this back to white. It's not gonna look perfect. It probably will look a little bit funny, you know what I mean? That whole bottom, but at least it's protected and at least it kind of matches. So here's the area I showed previously. I've sanded it a lot more down as far as what was on there and patched. As you can see, it's pretty much just the rock chips now, except those couple light areas where I didn't sand it too good, but I'll sand those again. I'll come over with some 400 one more time in those spots. But there was like a bump guard here, a bump guard thing. So when I pulled it off, there was adhesive, and then when I took the adhesive off, I was sanding on it, and it left the low, as you can see, the exact shape of the adhesive. So I filled all that in, and yeah, pretty much the same process for the pinholes is back there. Just, you know, just lay it down, sand it off, lay it down, sand it off. So as you can see here, got the lower stuff painted white. That one section in the front is of course the bad area that's banged up and everything, but as far as what it looked like before, it looks way better. I like it matched. I don't like the two-tone. I didn't want to put any more clear coat because you can see it's way shinier than the paint, so I'm just gonna leave it at 2 nice coats of clear coat. This side is nice because it was the nicest part of the bed and it's prepped nicely. Hopefully the other side turns out as nice as this panel did, this part of the bed. So yeah, I took off the bumper, taped up everything as fast as I could. And this is the prepped side that needs paint now. So I gotta go grab a couple more, well, 4 more cans of paint. 3 for this whole thing, and then 1 to just kind of make it look really nice and catch a couple spots on the hood. And then we're gonna clear coat it. Clear coat this side. I made the side to add more clear coat and kind of match it as it goes up, you know what I mean? Kind of match it as it goes up, but we'll see. For now, we just gotta go get some white paint and lay it down before any storms come or something. And this is the clear coat we're using, 2K Spray Max. I just like to push it on the ground, to be honest. Get it nice and even. Just press straight down. Hold it there for like 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can be pretty sure that the whatever it is, hardener in there is mixed in there good. And then you just shake for another minute or so. Here we go. So we're gonna be taking a look at the final product now or the for now final product of what I've done. I still haven't gotten every single spot that I wanted to. I did some little touch up with like a paint pen marker, whatever, paintbrush thing, little touch up paint thing on some of the spots. But overall it turned out really good for, what was it? I think I spent $200 overall on paint. Yeah, I could have got real paint, but I don't have what is it called? I don't have an air compressor, I don't have a paint gun, I don't have the stuff, and I don't really want to buy all of it just to do one truck. So, yeah, we're going to take a look at everything. I still need to get the tailgate. I need to do some other things, like inside the door panels and stuff where it's rubbing on the main body. But other than that, from what it looked like before, it looks amazing. So, here we go. Take a look at it. So yeah, here's the final product. For a 20-year-old truck, it looks pretty good. I resprayed under the wheel wells. Sprayed those black, so it had a nice contrast because there was white overspray on them, as you saw before. So yeah, we did put in new headlights and grille. I'm liking the look, the black and white kind of look. I'm digging it, so yeah. If you are going to purchase headlights that look like this, go ahead and purchase the ones that are more expensive. I purchased the cheap ones, and they look really great, but let's see how long they last. But yeah, overall makeover, big difference. Big difference. All right, everybody. So yeah, that's the final product. If you're gonna go ahead and do something like this, make sure you sand well, prep well. Really, everything is in the prep. I do wish I did more prep, but as far as not having a garage, dealing with rain, storms, and everything like that, I was just ready to get it done. So there is a few little nicks here and there that I should have filled, or coulda, woulda, shoulda, you know what I mean? But overall look, compared to what it was, like I said, it looks like a whole new truck. So alright everybody, if you like this video, go ahead and please like and subscribe. And I'll be coming out with more content. I'm also into first gen Toyota Tacomas, and I'll be coming out with a video with that shortly, right after this one, with a little bit of I guess, what would it be? Like a sneak peek into what's coming. My video cut off, but to just sum it up, it's a sneak peek at a second generation TRD supercharger. It's made by Magnuson, and it's for the first gen Toyota Tacomas from 1995 to 2004. The charger in specific is for 97, I think, to 04, or 96 to 04, but you can put them on the 95s. The first 3.4s that came out from Toyota. You got to modify it a little bit, put some of the newer model parts on the older model engine, and it'll run with the charger. But that's a little sneak peek. I'm gonna be taking some videos of that. I don't have the 3.4 truck yet. I just have my Ram, but I'll be getting a 3.4 Toyota in a few months. But I'll just make a short vid about the supercharger, and then eventually once I get the truck, we'll be putting it in, and we'll be making videos about the 3.4 supercharged truck. So yeah, like I said, please like and subscribe, and everybody stay blessed, stay safe, and stay positive. All right, you guys. See you soon. Aloha.
And the music sounds so sweet. It make you move your dance.